Okay, for example, let's say if ALE would drop down to $135, then I want to close the short side of that spread. Well, we got the 135 put, so if it drops down like 135.75, I'd want to close the short leg of this.
Makes perfect sense. Go ahead and right-click. So go ahead and right-click once again, create closing order.
We go on right here.
At the very top, yep, very, very top, yep. And then buy 3 vertical, yep.
Okay,
awesome.
Okay.
So we are not going to buy it at a certain price. We are going to buy it based off a condition. So go here to the right. And then condition right here. So where it says symbol, method, trigger, you're just going to like click, click, click in these little like empty spaces. Yeah, right there. Yep. So
okay.
we're doing it when AL hits something. So perfect. Now do method. And we're going to say the mark. That's fine. When it sets it at the mark, you don't need to click it. It's already selected.
Okay.
But mark is just the current price halfway between the bid and ask.
Okay.
So when halfway between the bid and ask on ALLE reaches less than or equal to, so that's already selected correctly as well. But if you were trying to, if you had sold a call spread and you needed to switch this to greater than or equal to, you can do that right here.
Okay.
Yep.
So we go here. We go.
And the price.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where you plug in the 137.50.
Yeah, they go like this. Let me try again here. And then hit save.
And then we'll first actually go to up here because we need to determine once this is reached, once this threshold is breached, how are we going to submit our order?
Oh, wait, I'm wrong. This should be, it's 135.75, not 137. Okay, 135.75. Oh, here, let me. 135.75. Okay, there we go.
Perfect. So once 135.75 is reached, what kind of order do we want to submit? Of course, we're going to have no idea what price it's going to be at. So yeah, we don't want a manual. We want it to be linked to maybe the mid. So scroll down here, you can see the mid, or maybe the ask, since we are buying back. So mark is the mid.
So mark right there, huh?
Yep. So right now this is mark plus or minus 0. So it just means that the moment that this is breached, we are going to buy it at the midpoint.
Okay.
So right now there's a wide spread. It's like $2.10 to $4. So if you tried at the midpoint, it probably wouldn't fill. So you probably need to go a little bit above the midpoint, maybe 5 cents or 10 cents, something like that.
Go about 10 to play it safe, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it just depends. So if the spread was more narrow, if it was like 210 by 250, I would say 10 cents is probably fine. But if you're doing if the spread right now is 210 by 450, that's such a wide spread. Think about if you were trying to execute that price real time. If it's 210, or excuse me, if it's like $1 by $4, so the midpoint is 2, we really need to try it like $2.50 or $3, so you might want to do plus 50 cents here.
Okay, it doesn't hurt having a higher offset because still to try and get the best price, right?
Correct. If it can get lower, it will, but it's going to try at a price that will give you a better chance of filling. So hit save here for now. I'll show you exactly what this plus 50 cents means, just to make sure we're on the same page here.
Okay.
So hit save bottom.
All right.
And then, so 50 cent offset. So right now, the midpoint is 210. The natural, the ask, is 470. So right now, if we were trying to do this, we would place an order at 260 if this got triggered.
Right. Okay.
So
it'd be better to go even a dollar spread just to cover all bases on this particular one.
Yeah. So the other thing, so yes, I do think going a little higher might be better even still. The one thing to consider here is that the other thing is sort of like the time that you're willing to give it. So if you think, well, if it does breach 135.75 and it'll just keep going down from there, then yes, you definitely want a higher offset. If you think once it hits that point that that's still like a level of support support and it might bounce around and go back up a little bit, then maybe you're fine with a lower offset, because as it moves around a little bit, maybe it'll fill.
Right, I see what you're saying. I hope this conditional close video helped. Hit like and subscribe and give me the thumbs up. And if you want to hit the bell, you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. God bless and have a good one.